Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review. Today we're going to be listening to Two-Faced by Linkin Park. This was posted 4 days ago now at the time of recording. Hopefully this isn't blocked and hopefully you can see it soon. But if I'm being honest, I'm a little nervous because the last song that I reacted to was the Emptiness Machine by them. And in that thumbnail, I'll link the video here if you want to check it out or in the description. But in that thumbnail, I said, this isn't Linkin Park. And after we listen to this song, I kind of want to talk about that a little more because you guys let me know your thoughts and I had some time to think about it. And I just want to talk about that a little more. But I will say that the Emptiness Machine, I really do like that song. I've listened to it many times since doing that reaction. And it's a good song. Like I listen to it. I mean, it'll come on my phone just randomly on YouTube Music when I'm cleaning around the house, when I'm in the shower, and I let it play and I sing along. I like it. So I'm ready to check out another song by them. Hopefully you guys will give it a listen with me. So let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go. Wow.
Last time I was hanging by a thread, trying to say I'm not, but I'm in it over my head. That's when I figured out where it led, beginning to realize that you put me over the edge. The truth's not rigid, the rules aren't fair, the dark's too vivid, the light's
I like
not
this
there.
already.
I start to give in, but I can't bear to put it all behind. I run into it blind like
Thought there's gonna be another scream.
last time you told me it wasn't true, and pointing every finger at things that you didn't do. So that's why I kept missing the clues and never realized that the one that did it was you. The truth's not rigid, the rules aren't fair, the dark's too vivid, the light's not there. I start to give in, but I can't bear to put it all behind. I run into it blind like
I like that they're kind of having fun with the video though. Oh man, something's gonna happen. Something's definitely gonna happen.
stop yelling at
Wow. Hi, this is good. I like her dance moves. Love those screams too that she does.
Is that what it is? That's what it is. We're on the same page right now.
Okay. First listen, love that. And I feel like maybe too, because I did listen to the Emptiness Machine and I'm just like, okay, this is the sound now, that I can just be like, this is it, you know, without really judging too much, I guess. But that was really good. I feel like it's kind of just a sassy song about, I mean, somebody being two-faced, and I think just getting, I don't know, the experience of that and being taken off guard, but also just kind of getting beyond that, I think. You know what I mean? Just to have the sass. And I really liked it. I loved the screams. I loved the playfulness of the video. And yeah, this one is really good. I definitely like this better than the Emptiness Machine. I think this would have been a good like first song to come out with, really. Okay, but now for what I wanted to touch on from my last video, and I know probably everybody else in the music industry is like over talking about this, but this is only the second time I've listened to Linkin Park on this channel, with Emily as a singer and in real life. These are the only two songs I've listened to so far. And I just kind of wanted to go back to the comments that I got when I did the Emptiness Machine. And I want to say thank you, because a lot of you guys, even if you didn't really like what I said, you still said it in a nice way and told me your opinion in a nice way. There were a couple people that are just like, you're dumb, move on, all this other stuff. And the thing that I just want to say with the whole name thing, that was the big thing in that video, is that I was like, they should have just changed their name. They should have been something else other than Linkin Park. And I don't know if I still really feel that way or not. I mean, I think the way to look at this is just it's a new season of Linkin Park. You know, there was Linkin Park with Chester, and now there's Linkin Park with Emily. And I think that's probably the best way to look at it. But like, I hear her vocals and I still don't think Linkin Park, even though there are so many Linkin Park aspects to it. It really is just, I'm used to hearing Chester, and that's all it is. And for those saying like, well, you got to move on, 100%. Like, I need to get used to like hearing this and being like, that's Linkin Park. But with that being said, I do want to say that I feel like having different opinions on that is totally fine. And obviously Linkin Park, they're the ones that knew Chester. They're the ones that it's their career. It's their decision. Like, I'm not saying they're wrong or they're dumb for doing this. They can do whatever the heck they want to do, you know? So I'm not saying anything like mean like that. It was just my opinion. But it's interesting, and I responded to some of you guys in the comments talking about this, because when I reacted to Pantera for the first time on this channel, my husband was like, well, you got to be careful saying Pantera, because a lot of people don't look at Pantera as Pantera anymore, because there are members that are no longer there that were seen as like key people to the group. And on my channel, a lot of people said that right away, like, well, this isn't really Pantera. You know, some people pointed out like there's bands like AC/DC that had multiple singers and they just call themselves AC/DC, and that's true. Or, well, some people said Queen, but I'm pretty sure Queen goes by Queen featuring Adam Lambert, or Queen with Adam Lambert, or something like that now. But it's just interesting how it differs from band to band, and I don't think there's any like right or wrong. And like I said, ultimately the band can do whatever the heck they want to do. It's just the fans that are going to talk about it. And I feel like talking about it is still helpful to the band because it still gives them attention, you know? But the only thing that I didn't like in the comments is people saying, if you don't like this, then you were never a fan. And I saw people like arguing amongst each other sometimes, like, well, you were just a fan of Chester, not really Linkin Park, and like you're a fake fan and all this other stuff. And I don't think that's true. And some people I did respond to, and I kind of compared it to like a TV show where you could watch like 5 seasons of a TV show and then they get rid of your favorite character and you don't like it as much anymore and you stop watching. And I feel like, does that mean that you never were a fan? No, of course not. It's just something changed and you don't like it as much anymore, and that's perfectly fine. I think while there are still a lot of, I don't know, just Linkin Park sounds, like traditional Linkin Park sounds to these songs, like this one especially. I mean, it sounds like a Linkin Park song because it is a Linkin Park song. I know, but it has that familiar sound to it is what I'm trying to say. And whether or not having different vocals changes your opinion on whether or not you like the sound is just totally up to the listener. Not everybody is going to hear the same things the same way, and it's totally fine, and I don't think that makes you any less or more of a fan if you're like, you know, I don't know. I just don't understand that. But somebody brought up a good comparison here, and then I will end this because I know this is probably long. But somebody brought up that I'm a Nightwish fan, and Floor is the current lead singer, and there were previous singers before her, but I've only known Nightwish was Floor. And somebody was like, well, do you think Nightwish should change their name because it's not the same singer? And to me, I'm like, well, no, because Nightwish, like, that's what Nightwish is to me, you know? So I know I don't always make sense with what I say, but that's what I mean when I feel like it varies from band to band and fan to fan. And to go back to the never being a fan comparison, like, I still have yet to dive into previous Nightwish singers, but when I've heard a little bit of one of the previous ones, I don't like it as much as the current lead singer. So does that mean that I can't be a fan now because maybe I wouldn't have been a fan then? You know, that's where it gets tricky. I think about younger people that are just going to hear Linkin Park with Emily, and that's going to be, unless they really dig into the history of Linkin Park, which a lot of people I feel like don't. A lot of people just listen to something and are like, I like it, I don't like it. And, you know, they might never know who Chester even was. So they might love Linkin Park with Emily and then hear Chester and be like, this sounds so wrong. Like, this is terrible, which I don't think anybody would ever say that. But I feel like there's probably going to be some people that hear older Linkin Park and think that doesn't sound right because they're used to hearing Emily, you know? So I feel like it's all just relative to when you might have listened to it or what your brain is just used to hearing, and whether or not you like it, it's just your ears, you know? And you can't bully people into hearing things how you think they should hear them or how you hear them. But like I said, most people are very respectful in the comments, and I feel like I'm very lucky with that with this channel, that there isn't really too much hatefulness. Every once in a while, I just get a really mean comment, but otherwise, you guys are great. And I don't want everybody to agree. Like, that's the thing. Like, I think it's more interesting when we don't agree on everything, because then, like I said, you guys have brought up some good points to me, and kind of just to take this as just a different season of Linkin Park. And I think that's just a really good way to look at it. Whether you were a bigger fan before or you're a bigger fan now, it's just a season, and that's all it is. Especially with Chester, if Linkin Park was ever to continue, it was never going to be the same. And that's just how it is. But to bring it back to this song, I think this was really cool. I think she has a great voice, and I can see why they picked her, because she hits similar notes, I want to say. She can do the screams, she can do the singing, and I think it's very fitting for what they are now. But with all of that being said, I just wanted to touch back on that topic a little bit, because when I posted the video saying this isn't Linkin Park, I didn't really mean it as dramatic or negative as some people might have taken it. It was just my initial thoughts listening to them for the first time. And yeah, I never want to like get anybody upset, or like, I'm not posting those things to rile you guys up in any way. Like I said, I loved debating and going back and forth in the comments. I don't want everybody to agree, but I just want you guys to know that I'm not like, I don't know, mad at Linkin Park for what they're doing or anything like that. Like, I feel like she's a good fit, and yeah, I want to listen to more. I want to hear more from their new album. I really want to hear older Linkin Park songs next. I think that would be cool to check out. But new or old, I hope you guys join me for that journey. And yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.